I would like to welcome the following representatives from the Friends of Irish Athletics: Larry Larkin, Willie Keane, Colin Rennicks and Dara Rennicks. You are very welcome.
Mr. Chairman, on behalf of my group, we'd like to thank you and the committee for inviting us here today. We're a group of former All-Ireland medal winners in athletics, and we're here to speak about an ambiguity regarding the representation of Irish athletics competing in international competition. I'd just like to introduce you. Willie Keane is on my right, the holder of 56 All-Ireland titles from Kilkee and County Clare. Colin Rennicks, a holder of many All-Ireland titles from Bohermead and County Meath, and his son Dara, who has the distinction of winning 6 County Meath seniors in a row and is on the verge of making a number of Irish teams. So we have the older generation and the newer generation to pass on their views to you today. The athletic situation all started way back in 1934. The International Amateur Athletic Federation, as they were then named, the world governing body for athletics, adopted a new political boundary rule which divided the country into 26 counties, Irish Free State, and the 6 counties of Northern Ireland, with the British claiming jurisdiction over the 6 counties. The introduction of the political boundary rule split the sport of athletics in Ireland for the next 85 years and deprived generations of Irish athletes the honour of representing the island of Ireland in international athletics. There was an agreement in 1999. The inter-association agreement was based on an all-island structure for athletics, both at home and at international level. Recognition of this agreement by all parties involved would have solved the dispute, but this has not happened. So, a basic outline. The memorandum and articles of the Association of Athletic Ireland states that the AAI is an all-island body whose object is to foster and develop athletics throughout the island of Ireland. It defines Ireland as meaning the island of Ireland, and it says that a county board may be formed in any one of the 32 counties of Ireland. We now find ourselves in a situation where the Minister for Sport, Sports Ireland and the President and previous Presidents of the AAI are stating that AAI must comply with the IAAF political boundary rule, which they say restricts the AAI's international recognition to representing the Republic of Ireland. The area causing the most concern for our group and from a lot of Irish people is the 1999 Inter-Association Agreement and recognition by the International Athletic Association. There are 2 opinions being expressed. The first opinion is Athletics Ireland is an all-island body and accepted as such by the IAAF and the United Kingdom Athletics since 1999, with Irish teams representing the island of Ireland at European and World Championships. The second opinion is Athletics Ireland is an all-island body at home on the island of Ireland, but when we go to the European and World Championships, the IAAF recognise Ireland as the Republic of Ireland and not the island of Ireland as per their political boundary rule. Our group and many more around the country believe that because of the 1999 Inter-Association Agreement, we believe that Irish athletes should be accepted as representing the island of Ireland at European and World Championships and enjoy the same recognition which is granted to the International Olympic Committee and the Olympic Federation of Ireland is their new name, to represent Ireland at the Olympic Games. So I'll give you a brief history of Irish athletics. We would like to take this opportunity to give you some background on Irish athletic history. Athletics is one of the oldest sports in Ireland, and over the last 150...
I thought you meant the appendix. I thought you meant to read the whole appendix.
No.
Okay.
So, will I keep going?
Keep going.
Okay,
yeah,
great, thank you. Yeah. It's one of the oldest sports in Ireland, and over the last 150 years there's been 10 different associations who have promoted athletics on the island. In June 1922, following our independence, the 3 athletic associations, the Gaelic Athletic Association GAA 1884, the Amateur Athletic Association 1885 and the Cross Country Association of Ireland 1886, they merged to form a new association called the National Athletic and Cycling Association, NACAI. The new association will govern athletics and cycling in the 32 counties of Ireland. The NACA applied to the International Amateur Federation for membership and were approved at their Paris Congress in 1924 as a member for the island of Ireland. So for the first time in Irish sporting history, one association for athletics and cycling represented the island of Ireland in international competition. In 1925, a dispute arose between the NACA and a number of its Belfast clubs, with some breaking away and forming a new Northern Ireland association. In 1930, the British Athletic Association claimed jurisdiction over Northern Ireland and affiliated to the IAAF as Great Britain and Northern Ireland. From 1924 to 1934, Irish athletes were recognised internationally as representing the island of Ireland. On the 6th of October 1934, the NACA held a special congress in Dublin to vote to accept or reject the border in Ireland. The result was 31 votes to 23 to reject the political boundary rule in Ireland. The NACA was suspended by the IAAF on the 1st of May 1935 for refusing to recognise the border in Ireland. This left the vast majority of Irish athletes suspended from all international competition. 6 clubs from Dublin and 1 from Clare refused to accept a democratic vote at the NACA Congress and broke away from the NACAI. They formed the Amateur Athletic Union of Éire on the 1st of April 1937. Even though they had only 7 clubs, the IAAF accepted them as a new member for Éire because they recognised the border. The AAUE was dissolved in 1967 when a new association formed, Bord Luchlas na HÉireann, BLE, was formed. The IAAF accepted BLE as its member for Éire because they also recognised the border. Since 1934, the international recognition of Irish athletics has been in dispute, with efforts to resolve it taking place from 1930s up to date. In the late 1990s, the Minister for Sport informed the athletic associations that the government had decided to fund only one athletic body, and he encouraged the associations to come together and end their division. Negotiations then took place between the National Athletic and Cultural Association of Ireland, Bord Luchlas na HÉireann and Athletics Northern Ireland. These meetings led to the formation of Athletics Ireland. Special congresses were held in November 1999, where the delegates were informed there was to be one new athletic association for the island of Ireland, which was to be based on an all-island structure, both at home and at international level. Bord Luchlas na HÉireann BLE voted to dissolve, the National Athletic and Cultural Association voted to join the new association, and the Northern Ireland Athletic Federation was to continue as a constituent part of United Kingdom Athletics. This allowed for the formation of Athletic Ireland to take place. Athletics Ireland then affiliated to the IAAF to represent the island of Ireland. Today we have 2 associations, Athletics Northern Ireland, who are affiliated to the United Kingdom, and Athletics Ireland. The agreement was submitted to the International Association of Athletic Federations, IAAF, the world governing body for athletics, and was formally approved at its council meeting in Monaco in November 1999. Where Athletics Ireland was accepted as a new member federation for Ireland. This agreement was also approved by the United Kingdom Athletics. At the beginning, Athletics Ireland had no constitution, but new officers consulted with the members, and within 2 years a new constitution was approved at an EGM. The constitution defines Athletics Ireland as a non-ambiguous all-island body, and on the 26th of August 1999, Athletics Ireland was incorporated as a limited company with its memorandum and articles of association closely following the previous constitution. There is no reference in the articles of association stating that Athletics Ireland is a 26-county association. The articles of association are as follows, and they're very interesting. The main object for which the company is established throughout the island of Ireland to foster, develop track and field, road running, walking, cross-country running, mountain running and ultra-distance running. Perhaps the most important one here is Ireland means the island of Ireland. Provincial councils may be formed in each of the 4 provinces, and it gives a list of the 9 counties of Ulster, which are Antrim, Armagh, Cavan, Derry, Donegal, Down, Fermanagh, Monaghan and Tyrone. County boards may be formed in each of the 32 counties of Ireland, and a county is defined as being one of the 32 counties of Ireland. These are very interesting. These are IAAF constitution as well. It says, strive to ensure that no racial, religious, political or any other kind of discrimination be allowed in athletics, and take all practical measures to stop such discrimination. And strive to ensure, to secure that there shall be no hindrance to participation of any country or individual in athletics competition on racial, religious or political grounds, and to ensure that there is no such hindrance in athletic meetings over which the association or the IAAF have control. The agreement between the parties recognises the right of the IAAF member with jurisdiction in Ireland to organise athletics throughout the island of Ireland. A member of Athletics Ireland can sit on the board of Athletics Northern Ireland, and a member of Athletics Ireland and Northern Ireland can sit on the board of Athletics Ireland. IAAF rules require all members to submit their constitution to the Federation each year, and the Athletics Ireland have done this since 2002. It seemed that decades of acrimony had ended. Athletes from all parts of the island of Ireland were entitled to represent Ireland internationally. But at the same time, athletes from Northern Ireland who wanted to represent the United Kingdom were also free to do so. This agreement gave parity of esteem for all athletes and created excellent cooperation on the ground. Unfortunately, a shadow has fallen over the agreement. The fundamental founding principles on which Athletic Ireland was formed as an all-island association are now thrown into doubt because officials of Athletics Ireland ascertained that the AI can only represent the Republic of Ireland at European and World Championships because it is obliged to obey the IAAF rules, and one of these states that one association can only be recognised country for the 1934 political boundary rule. In September 2009, the then President of Athletics Ireland, Mr Liam Hennessy, wrote in a reply to a letter from Bohermeen Athletic Club County Meath that the Athletic Association of Ireland is a member for Ireland and recognised as such by the International Association of Athletic Federations in its constitution. The constitution states that the jurisdiction of members shall be limited to the political boundary of the country they represent. Our area of jurisdiction is the Republic of Ireland. Mr Hennessy's statement has been endorsed by his successors as President of Athletics Ireland, Mr Kieran O'Cahan 2012-2016 and Mrs Georgina Drum 2016-2020. On the 14th of January 2019, in a reply to a letter from Mr Larry Larkin, the Minister for Sport, Mr Shane Ross, made the following statement. I have inquiries made with Sports Ireland and I am informed that since 1924, Athletics Ireland has been affiliated to the International Association of Athletic Federations, the world governing body for the sport. Under the IAAF statutes, Athletics Ireland's jurisdiction at international events covers the 26 counties, and as such, the status of Ireland at European and World Athletic Championships is on that basis. Just wish to point out, the Minister is incorrect in stating that it was 1924 when Athletics Ireland was affiliated to the IAAF. It was in fact 1999. It was the NACA who affiliated in IAAF in 1924. These statements are not in keeping with what is contained in the 1999 Inter-Association Agreement and completely undermine the foundations on which Athletic Ireland was built and leaves Irish athletics with a dilemma that must be addressed. The vast majority of Irish sporting organisations represent the island of Ireland in international competition. This includes the Olympic Federation of Ireland and Cycling Ireland and over 60 other associations, which I have given you, Mr Chairman, in the appendix. Irish athletic history and Irish cycling history have a lot in common. To solve the cycling dispute, the three cycling associations, the National Cycling Association, NCA 32 County, the Irish Cycling Federation, ICF 26 County, and the Northern Ireland Cycling Federation, NICF 6 counties. They came together and formed Cycling Ireland and ended many years of bitter dispute in their sport. Cycling Ireland then applied to the Union Cycling International for a derogation from the political boundary rule for Ireland and were successful in getting full recognition for cycling to represent the island of Ireland in all international competition. We have been greatly impressed by the progress which the sport of cycling in Ireland has made since it overcome its history of acrimony and entered an era of wholehearted cooperation and incredible progress and success. We would like to see this mirrored in athletics, with Athletics Ireland and Athletics Northern Ireland standing proudly together for the good of Irish athletes on the island of Ireland and follow the example set by Cycling Ireland and seek all-island recognition at European and World Championships. When we go to the Olympic Games, we go under the authority of the Olympic Federation of Ireland, which represents the island of Ireland in all sports, including athletics, and is known as Team Ireland. The Olympic Federation of Ireland has stated that athletes from Northern Ireland have the option of participating under its auspices on an all-island team or in the Great Britain Olympic team. Hockey players Mark and Paul Blakehorn from Antrim went to the Olympic Games in Rio in 2016. Paul represented Team Ireland and his brother Mark represented Team GB, Great Britain. 29 athletes from the north across 7 sports, with 6 in track and field, went to the Rio Olympics. 8 competed for Team Great Britain and 21 competed for Team Ireland. So this is very important, Mr. Chairman. We believe this is the correct way forward, with athletes being allowed to choose which country they wish to represent, with no political boundary rule in operation. In the context of building peace and reconciliation on this island, a political boundary rule has no place in sport. It is now time to have it removed for the good of Irish athletes, and with the assistance of the Good Friday Agreement, give Irish athletes the right to compete for the island of Ireland, Team Ireland, as is the case when Ireland competes in the Olympic Games. The vast majority of other international sporting competition, thereby making the future bright for all Irish athletes. The interplay between politics and sport is seldom far from the surface in Ireland. Athletics exhibit this characteristic more than any other sport. So the reason we're here today, Mr. Chairman, and this is the crux of the matter, is we would be very grateful if the Joint Committee for Transport, Tourism and Sport would write to Mr. Shane Ross, Minister for Sport, expressing its support for an all-island recognition for Irish athletics at European and World Championship, and request Minister Ross to make representation to all relevant organisations to ensure that this is achieved. And we have a very firm proposal to put before you. So with goodwill from all sides, the international recognition status can be resolved so as to allow Irish athletes join the family of Irish sporting organisations that represent the island of Ireland at European and world stage. So we wish to submit the following proposal to the Joint Committee for Transport, Tourism and Sport for its consideration and support, and to advise the Minister to request the following: that the Athletic Association of Ireland, in consultation with Athletics Northern Ireland, will seek the approval of the International Association of Athletic Federations for Athletic Association of Ireland to become the recognised member for the island of Ireland. And this is very important. This can be done by seeking a derogation for Ireland from the IWF political boundary rule. And if we're successful in this, what it means is the rule will remain in the IWF constitution but will not apply to Ireland. So on behalf of my colleagues in the front desk and on behalf of our people in the gallery, we would like to take the opportunity to thank you for having us here today, and we look forward to your support.